Many years ago, I heard Billy Joe Daugherty up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, of Victory Christian Church say, there's people waiting on the other side of your obedience. Think of that. There's other people in the world who are waiting for you to fulfill your destiny, to stop fighting God, to stop being stubborn and saying, like a little child, I don't want to move unless I know everything. I don't want to move until I understand everything. Let me tell you something. It's called the walk of faith because you're not going to understand everything. In our human nature, our mind says, once I see it, I'll believe it. Once you tell me everything, then I'll make a strategized decision and then I'll do it. God says, step out in faith where you cannot see. This is a life of full surrender. Jesus called Peter out of the boat to walk on the water. But Peter, asked of him, Lord, I want to get out of the boat. I want to walk on the water. And so he beckoned Peter. But it was Peter's heart desire to follow and do what Jesus did. And it was miraculous because Peter was able to walk on the water by faith. But it's when he took his eyes off the Lord that he began to sink and he became afraid. Let me tell you something. I've been to many countries where people have told me, don't go there, you'll die. We're going to Myanmar tomorrow. I leave. And many people are like, do you know there's a war in that country? And I'm like, yes. And God has told me to go. God has opened the door. He's granted me favor and access where other people said they have been denied. But it's because I'm going. I'm being sent by God to do His will, to put on that pastor's conference and refresh people that are in such an oppressed area and what's going on in their country. And it's been 5 years of oppression and feeling like they're not breaking through. They need revival. And so God says, will you go? And I said, yes. And when we were applying for the visa, I said, God, you told me to go here. So you have to open the door. We're going to go. I'm obedient. I'm going to do it. And I know you're going to show up because you told me to go. And our visa was approved. And so I give God all the glory for that. But if we want to walk in what God has for us, we've got to be willing to go. Even when other people tell us it can't be done, it's not going to be safe, you could die there, there's no room for fear. The more you surrender to God, the less room you have to fear and to doubt because you know His track record. You've seen Him do it time and time again.